I am extremely impressed with what I saw today with the Semiconductors Technology Limited. And to have such high level investment insofar as science and technology is concerned in this university is a testimony that we are now moving forward as a country to marry education and practice insofar as industry is concerned. I really hope that this is a model that is being replicated in most of the universities across the country. Because universities in the world have become what they are because the centers of innovation is not the industry out there, it's the industry as established within the university environment. And I was so impressed because the people who took us through the laboratories and the research work that is going on and the innovation that is going on are very, very young people. Very young people. And I was also extremely impressed that it was not just young people, but I think 70 or 80% were young women. And I think that is extremely unique. And I want us to, and I hope that this is something I wish my colleague Professor Honorable Machoko was here, but this is something I will make a mention at the cabinet meeting to just say that there is something that is cooking in the universities, and this should be the practice. When I came to office, I insisted that as much as possible, some of the consulting works that is being done by our institutions and within our ministry should also be outsourced to the institutions that work from the university, so that our students get an opportunity to learn and to be able to grow. So this is extremely important. We also had a conference last year that involved women contractors and women engineers. And we are going to have stock taking meeting this year. And I really hope that the agencies represented here, you made progress concerning the issues we agreed that we want to work towards gender parity in this very sector. Because I'm very happy to have Engineer Margaret being a CEO and being a lady CEO, but we want to have more CEOs who are going to run these institutions who are women. I know the men will not clap because those who are in office are fearing that we might change them and replace with women, but also those who are aspiring are worried that this is very important for us. The other issue I'd like to mention is that we are working hard to make sure that the regulation of the engineering sector is done well, and I'm happy also that the Commission of University Education is here, and I am glad that the previous pull and push between Engineers Board of Kenya and the Commission of University Education regarding training of engineers in the university has now been sorted. We should not have a situation, we should never have a situation again where a student is trained for 5 years only to be told that you don't meet the minimum qualifications to transit. That should never happen again. In fact, that is an abdication of duty on the part of government, not on the part of the student. Because I know there was a situation where some universities had such challenges, and that should never happen again. We also appreciate the partnership we have with the East Africa Community partner states, and also the support we are getting with the World Federation of Engineers to make sure that our engineers are recognized globally. As a ministry, we support you 100% to make sure that we all accede to the Washington Accord to make sure that our engineers are recognized in their practice globally. And therefore, I have told the chair and the CEO that we will facilitate as a ministry everything you need to make sure that this application is successful. The last part of it is that we are in a very precarious situation as a country. The reality we are facing is that climate change is a real challenge insofar as our existence in the planet Earth is concerned. You've seen the enhanced rains, the floods, and the destruction that ensued as a result of the floods. We have suffered immense destruction of infrastructure, starting with the bridges, the roads, and we are suffering this at a situation where we are also struggling to manage our budget to make sure that we live within our means. We will be sitting down with the road agencies here and the other infrastructure institutions to make sure that we do proper assessment of the situation across the country. And we will call upon all of you as engineers to provide lasting solution and long-term solution insofar as having climate resilient infrastructure across the country.